Hey everyone, welcome back to the His and Hers the Truth podcast. My name
Yes.
is Tuan. This is my beautiful wife.
Sim, great seeing everyone again. And thank you guys, new viewers, old viewers, tuning into our channel. And I noticed, honey, that, our algorithm is going up, but,
Yes,
our
100%.
subscribes are still a little bit low, guys. So if you're loving our content and you want more, you know,
Yeah, right now I think we're sitting right about
subscribe.
1368 subscribers since the last time I checked, guys. Hey,
Uh-huh.
let's do us a huge solid. Let's try to get to 1500 subscribers, right? Until by the end of the year. I think
Yep.
that's a very achievable goal. And
Mm-hmm.
once again, guys, it's about pushing our algorithm up because I know we're shadow banned out there.
Yeah.
People have told us that, our viewers have told us that. So thank you so much. So
For
quit
pushing
shadow
it there.
watching. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and of course, turn on the notification bell. I can't promise that it'll
Mm-hmm.
work every time because of that, but it'll at least hopefully help us and push our content out there, guys.
Yep.
Also, remember, watch the whole video, but share and comment at the end.
True.
Guys, we recently did a live with our
Mm-hmm.
brother Ty Fam.
Yep.
I think that was some really good content. Him and I shared this passion with helping Asian men level up.
Mm-hmm.
And so this year, I told you guys we're going to try to continue remaining of the
Mm-hmm.
year to get more content like that for you guys
Mm-hmm.
to help you improve, whether that's image, financing, game, how to approach women, how to approach networking. I think anything that's going to help you guys level up as
Mm-hmm.
Asian men specifically,
Yep.
we're going to keep pushing into 2024. So please, if you guys appreciate that content, go check out that live,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously share that. Okay. Second thing, as we told you guys we're going to do, we're going to shoot a video once a month to answer all your reactions and
Yep.
comments. I know we tried to answer some of those on our recent live, but we
Mm-hmm.
weren't, we obviously had to get to our guests.
Yep.
But we had some more recent comments recently, so I want to make a video or a live to do that. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
guys, have your questions and comments for when we have that second live to do that.
Because it's
Okay.
wonderful to read.
Yeah, no, we love your guys' reactions, comments, anything to
Mm-hmm.
help you guys, directly answer your questions. I want
Mm-hmm.
to do. Speaking of which, guys, today I'm going to be reacting, or we're going to be reacting,
Yeah.
honey bun, to another short. I think this was on TikTok,
Yeah.
and it was from the Blaze TV, Lauren Chen.
Mm-hmm.
She's a content creator, kind of a tradcon, a Christian conservative
Mm-hmm.
content creator. I think half white, half Chinese. And I don't really watch her shows, but like I said, that's kind of the premise of her channel.
Okay.
And so her title to her video today that we're reacting to, guys, is "White Men Can't Date Asian Women," but as a question mark. So white men
Okay.
can't date Asian women would be kind of the way the title's phrased.
Okay.
All right, let's begin.
Clickbaitish.
I see a white guy that looks like Ichabod Crane. That man has an Asian girlfriend. If he looks like he's one open window away from catching tuberculosis, Asian girlfriend. Asian women have a type when it comes to white guys, and it's... Is he gonna make it?
So I'm guessing
Okay, so before
Wow.
it's kind of true. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that that's not true. I've observed that. But before we get into Miss Chen's reaction, honey, what do you think about the video that she's reacting to?
Uh-huh.
It looks like this is an Asian lady.
Yeah.
It's funny because that Asian lady looks kind of sickly herself.
Yeah.
Very pale skin and
she's
very
just
sickly
relaxed.
lady. But she was talking about how obviously Asian women kind of have a stereotype when it comes to white men that they date,
Yeah.
and they almost seem like they're sickly ill or deathly
Yeah.
ill. What do
Or
you
out
think
of
about?
shape.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
We do see that a lot, though. We do see, like, whether, like, they're younger and dating the older guys, older white guys, or they're out of shape. Some of the white guys, I mean, we've seen in our crew that they're,
And
not in
real
shape,
and real quick,
not
honey,
healthy.
and real quick, just from your
Okay.
observation, because I want to make this clear. Do you notice that with Asian American women, or just strictly traditional quote unquote Asian women, just like from other countries? Does it matter if they're Asian American women or if they're just straight Asian women that you've seen that more?
No, I think it's more of Asian women that's coming from overseas.
Okay,
That's
so
what
you're
they're
saying more traditional
Yeah.
Asian women that
Mhm.
come here who are still very kind of quote unquote homelandish.
trying to.
They come over
don't
here
mind.
and they date more sickly white men.
Yeah.
Right. So you're saying it's not Asian Americanized Western women that you see more with sickly white men.
No, I mean, the westernized one, I think they do pick older men, but not majorly sickly, I don't think. But
Okay.
the ones that are trying to come over here like a passport type thing, they don't care.
So why do you think that? Okay, that's what I kind of wanted to touch about in this video. I was hoping that we would talk about that. So why do you
Financial
think there's a
freedom.
difference? So if you're saying that it's primarily homelandish Asian women that are dating these more sickly white men, why do you think that that's the case then?
Because it's financial, that he's going to take care of them, that he's not young, so that he's going to, pamper, because most of these girls that do come over are younger. They know that they're going to, have babies with them or something if they can, because, even men, I mean, no matter how old they are, they can still produce, even 80, 90 years old. I'm sorry to say, but hopefully we're not, but it happens. And these older gentlemen, they go overseas for younger,
Yeah. It's
brides, and then they bring them over here. It doesn't matter if it's Asian or not. And you notice most of them are old or big. You know what I mean? Like, they're
yeah.
just not healthy or in shape. They're not like,
Yeah. They don't have all the values.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
I'm glad my wife pointed out, because
just
I
being
kind of wanted to
honest.
point that out as well too, because I've seen that as well too. So
Mhm.
typically what this lady is talking about is more, like I said, homelandish passport
Yeah.
bro, right?
Yeah, that's what I
Passport
just said.
bro-ish type of Asian women from other countries
Mhm.
that will date lesser value white men.
Yeah.
And guys, the reason for that is because they're in a more position of desperation,
Mhm.
right? And that's the reason why they get shamed upon, rightfully
Yeah.
so or wrongfully so, right? That's the reason why so many Western women are like, oh, I can't stand these passport women or the passport bros, because, the passport bros are taking advantage of these women who are in
Mhm.
more of a desperate situation. So they're going to value less value, right?
Oh no.
It's, guys, think about it.
It takes two.
No,
They
but
need
the
it.
point is, there's always a value exchange.
That's what I said.
So if you have a person who comes from a different area of means, right?
Mhm.
And so they're more desperate because they don't have that source, that resource, or that thing as equal as someone in the Western world.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh my God, okay, so he's not the best looking, he's not 6 feet tall, right? He's not handsome, but like my wife was saying, he has the money, he has the resources, and he can get me out of
Yeah.
this situation I'm in, right? I'm in
Yeah.
an impoverished
Yeah.
country. He'll take me out of that,
Yep.
put me in my own home. I can have kids with him,
Yeah.
and I get to fulfill the truth,
Yeah.
right? So my wife is 100% correct. So guys, a good learning lesson, right?
Mhm.
Try to find the best value where you can find.
Yeah.
So don't feel shamed about it.
Nope.
Everyone is trying to get the best value,
Mhm.
just as a Western woman here versus someone back in there. Okay.
Because think about it, the Western women, okay, if they're educated, they have a job or whatever else, or they're raised here, they're gonna get a little bit.
They
they're
have
in the
higher
community.
standards.
Yeah, they have
They have higher
standards.
standards. They've been subjected
Yeah.
to higher value men.
Mhm.
They have access to these higher value
Yep.
men. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. We've shot a video about this recently where that's starting to break down, right?
Mhm.
Because now with the internet, everyone's got a phone, everyone's got Instagram,
With
everyone's got a
access.
dating app.
Mhm.
All these women who didn't have access to all the high value or higher value men
Mhm.
before, they're gonna get it. So, guys, my brothers out there, they're gonna try to use the passport bros technique.
Mhm.
Get in while you can, right? Because it's
Mhm.
kind of like a stock, right?
Yeah.
Get in while it's still
While it's
cheap.
hot.
Yeah, get in while it's still low,
Uh-huh.
and then it's because it's gonna go up in value, right?
Mhm.
Now, the reverse question of that, honey, I want to ask you before we finish the video, right?
Yeah.
Is, well, why aren't they selecting the actual higher value men then? Why aren't they? Why do you guess? Why aren't they selecting? Well, if they can get like this man that's sickly looking who has resources
Mhm.
to take care of them, why can't they get a higher value man? Someone that's like actually handsome, actually tall, young,
Because
physical.
communication. Sometimes, like, if they're barely speaking English, or sometimes these higher men need.
Do you think a high value man's gonna really care about that? Really, if they don't speak English too dang well? I know
Well,
some will, but
some,
in general, you think men will really care about that?
well, some do, and then some also, even though they're higher value, they still want a little bit of
Let's
background.
be honest. The language of love, the language quote unquote of love, sex, and everything like that.
I know.
You don't really need to speak.
I'm just saying, honey. Sometimes they do want something like that, or their body counts, or whatever else. Everything.
Okay, so you're saying that there's extra like
Mhm.
value, maybe, but that
Mhm.
the woman. I'll tell you guys what I
Yeah.
think. I think the reason why these women can't get the upper echelon man
Mhm.
is because the upper echelon man has higher value women that they have access to.
Mhm.
So what we're stating here, and this is the reason why I wanted to point out, because I think a lot of
Mhm.
my average Asian brothers has this complaint,
Yeah.
right? A lot of my average Asian brothers are complaining that, oh, all my whites, my Asian sisters or these homeland sisters are dating these sickly, ugly looking white dudes. Why don't they date me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, the reason being is twofold.
Mm-hmm.
First, these men think of them as high value,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even though these women are average looking Asian women,
Yeah.
they're still better than most westernized women, right? We talk about how westernized women are overweight,
Yeah.
right? Masculine as F and has a high body count. So
Mm-hmm.
even though these average Asian women are not the best of Asian women,
Mm-hmm.
they're still higher value than most Western women,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then because of it, their quote unquote desperate situation,
Yeah.
they're going to value these men more, right? They're going to
Yeah.
treat these men as kings.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, this is the flip side. This is to my Asian brothers right now. Because these white men think they're getting such a high value
Mm-hmm.
from this Asian woman because all they've dealt with before was modern westernized women,
Yep.
they're going to treat these average Asian women as queens. How many times have you seen this sickly white dude literally
Yeah.
fawning over his average looking Asian wife,
Yeah.
right? My Asian brothers, tell me if that's not the case or not,
Go look
right?
around. Just look
Right?
around society. We see
You'll
it
see
all
like
the
this
time.
white dude that you're like saying, man, yeah, he's, just your stereotypical white, sickly looking white dude, but why is he treating her like such a princess? She's just an average looking Asian dude,
Think about it,
Asian
she's
chick.
still slim.
But that's my point.
All
She's
that other stuff.
guys, it's always a value. So because she's still a better overall value than the Western woman, and because he's still an overall better value than your stereotypical Asian man, and I hate to say it that way, that's the reason why I'm making this comment. That's the reason why. And guys, it's because as Asian men, we have not learned yet that we need to be higher value to get attention from all women,
Yep.
not just these Asian average women.
Not women.
Right?
All
And because
women.
I will point out, I will say it right now that a lot of us Asian men, especially Western Asian men, we have higher standards than our value dictates,
Yeah.
right? We just have finance. We're smart. We're a nice guy. We've been told that these are the values. That's all you need to bring to the table
Yeah.
to get a girl. But I remind you guys, that's not
You need
all we
more.
need. We need to have all our values. And then because we have high standards ourselves,
Yep.
right? We're like, oh, well, I don't want to date this average looking Asian chick. I want the best, like the hottest Asian chick, or I want the cute white chick, or I want the cute Hispanic chick. And it's like, guys, you guys have to realize in this current modern dating game, we don't have the value to dictate those demands. Okay. All right, let's continue.
From the overall tone of this video and this woman's hair color that she is not a fan of white men who date Asian women, which is actually one of the most common interracial pairings, by the way. And it's just, I feel like you can't win. If you are not attracted to someone, because of the race, that's bigoted. If you are attracted to someone because of the race, then that's a fetish. Like, you literally can't win. So my advice to everyone watching this is just date whoever you want. Date outside of your race, date within your race. It doesn't matter. Just be happy in your relationship and know that somewhere out there, a progressive leftist is upset and crying about it. And it's like, maybe spend less time focusing on other people's relationships on more on your own, because it seems like a happy person wouldn't be so upset just seeing other people together.
Okay, guys, that was the end of the video, and that was Miss Chen's take on it. So what do you think about it, honey? She looked at it as this Asian lady was hating on white men dating Asian. I don't know if I really personally got the vibe from that Asian chick. I think she was just trying to point out a very funny thing.
She was saying
and
why.
I explained why, right? But she was kind of pointing out a funny thing, why all these,
I don't think she was hating on it. She's
no,
just saying
she's just
why
do
is-
we choose these
yeah.
low value white
Yeah.
men? I think honestly she was more like, my Asian sisters,
Yeah.
why aren't we
Like-
choosing better white men
Yeah.
if we're going to be dating outside our race? I think that's really what more she was trying to poke fun at, right? Like, if we're the perceived higher value, right? Which it's fair to say Asian women are the most swiped on or most searched on dating apps, right? Or the most obviously wanted on dating apps. Why are you going for lower value white men when you can go for higher value white men, right? And I kind of explained that a little bit, honey, already. But what do you think about that? Why, and then Miss Chen was saying, like, just date whoever you want, right? Like, there's always going to be someone complaining about who you date. So just go and date whoever you want.
Yeah.
Don't let it bother you. What do you think about those two aspects?
Well, because she's saying no matter what, you're not going to win in this modern society. Whether you're going to want to date someone, Asian, white men or Asian, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, it's about you being happy.
Well,
But she's saying, like, don't let things affect you.
See, this is the problem.
That's what she's trying to say.
This is the problem with content creators as Miss Chen. And hey, I would love to talk to her. She's obviously a way bigger content creator than us, right? Guys, this channel is still small, but I hope you guys can see that we're actually the channel that's pushing out the truth, right? The problem with Miss Chen, because she looks at from a conservative Christian tradcon frame of mind, right? And what do these guys always preach? Oh, if you just be yourself, right? There's going to be someone for you,
someone
right?
out there
Right?
for you.
Just choose happiness, choose love, right? As long as you love yourself and you love each other. This is such a very feminine way to look at the world, right? And that's the reason why men are walking away from the church. This is reason why men are walking away from conservatism. There's a reason why a red pill movement is against the tradcon movements, right? Because it follows a feminism mindset. Guys, we don't even get a chance if we don't become. That's what the tradcons have lost sight of. We used to have a structure in religion where, hey, man, you follow God. Woman, you follow the man who's following God. Okay, with that structure, you were afforded a wife, right? The opportunity to get a wife was good because now you had women following the church, right? But without that structure anymore, because it's no longer there, right? The church is no longer advocating for men.
Well, it's failing.
It's failing men, right? And so these women are saying, well, I get to choose the best that I want to best. That's why I told you it's reverted back to the natural order of things, which is women are hypergamous. They want the best value. Even if they're a single mom, even if they're a 304, now the church is saying, oh, that's totally cool. You were a single divorced mom. You still deserve the best man. Oh, you're a 304, but now you've repented. You still deserve the best man. Guys don't get that opportunity. What does the tradcons and conservatives always say to us men? Get better. Be a better man. Step up and be the stepdaddy, right? Men don't want that. So no way in hell are we going to go back to that, okay? What do you think besides that, Honey Bun, about what she said about kind of like, the whole why can't we just date outside of our race, or why not we can't date a higher value man as that Asian woman? What do you think? Well,
just like you're saying, it's, what women are today. It doesn't matter. Why can't we deserve more even if we're less? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, guys, this is the thing. I want to bring it back to how it's going to relate to my Asian brothers, because that's how these videos, these channels, guys, I'm really trying to make you guys be aware, open-minded. So it's a two-prong approach. First off, realize that women are women. Asian women, doesn't matter the ethnicity.
All women.
Right? They want the best value. Two, there's no more structure. Right? So what you once thought was, okay, hey, I was supposed to get an Asian wife because I'm following my Asian duties and being the man of the Asian household. I'm supposed to be given an Asian wife. That is no longer in place, right? So my Asian brothers, the only way you're going to get opportunities and get the best outcome for yourself is raising your value up as high as possible, right? Work on yourself. Be the best Asian man possible. And no longer, this is the other thing too, quit. I think we stated this recently in one of our videos. Quit chasing Asian women. I know that sucks to say as an Asian brother, because obviously if you're for your ethnicity, you want to, whatever ethnicity Asian you are, to be better, to have a nuclear family. The problem is that's so focused on one thing, you're not going to be successful. Just like how you just focus on finance, you're not going to be successful in this game. Be the best value that any woman wants, and then you're going to attract all the women. Right? That's what you need to be. But okay, guys, hey, that was not a bad video. I would love to talk to a tradcon. Any tradcon channel that wants to talk to us, debate to us about the truth. Because I know there's a viewer recently, I think we reacted to one of their comments too, was that he mentioned something like, oh, the truth isn't the truth, God is the truth, or Christ is the truth. Hey, I would love to talk with any
Reach out.
content creator or commenter if you guys have comments like that, and I would love to debate that aspect. Okay.
Yep.
But anyways, guys, talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.